On February 17th, 1974, an ad appeared in Southern California newspapers announcing California Jam, a 12-hour rock concert to be held at the Ontario Motor Speedway, located 50 miles by freeway from Los Angeles. Several weeks before the event, the anticipated audience was expected to exceed 100,000 people. A stage large enough to support the many tons of equipment and personnel of 8 major rock groups had to be built from 500 sections of scaffolding and covered with 23,000 square feet of plywood. To support a 54,000-watt sound system capable of covering a square mile, 4 sound towers were erected to a total height of 15 stories. To move all the stage equipment around, sections of the stage were built over 600 feet of railroad track. 1,000,000 watts of power were generated to light up everything from the stage to the parking lot. 6,000 feet of temporary fence, 1.5 million gallons of water, first aid centers, 1,500 employees, artists, stagehands, ticket takers, security people, hot dog sellers, all coming together to have everything ready for the morning of April 6th.
It sure is going to be one fine day for a rock and roll show. 9:45 on a beautiful, slightly smoggy California Jam morning. Temperature is expected to reach 85 degrees today. Right now it's a crisp 55. We'll be broadcasting to you all day from backstage here at the Ontario Motor Speedway. Now, right now, about 150,000 people are here, with even more still pouring in. If you're on the San Bernardino Freeway and caught in traffic, our best advice to you is take a big deep breath, relax, get off the freeway, and find an alternative route to get here, a non-freeway method to arrive at the Jam.
California Jam is Deep Purple, Black Sabbath, Rare Earth, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Black Oak, Arkansas, Seals and Crofts, The Eagles, and Earth, Wind and Fire. California Jam. This week, a wide world event.
Jack Rose is the manager of the Holiday Inn in Ontario. Jack, how are you?
Real fine.
What did you think when they called you and told you they want to take over your motel?
Well, I was quite excited about it, to be frank, because we've handled a couple other concerts, but nothing like this.
Oh, you have? Have you handled one where they just took over the motel?
No, nothing like this. ABC TV come in and they asked us if they could have all of the rooms, and you know, I was a little dubious giving them all to them because I thought we might have regular guests and stuff, but after I thought about it and everything, and they told me what they were planning and everything, it sounded like a good idea.
Well, a lot of famous race drivers stay there.
Oh yes,
yeah. A.J. Boyce,
right.
Parnelli Jones, and all that. Well, I noticed on the menu that on the breakfast menu, the different things that you can have, like there's a Parnelli Jones.
Right, yeah.
Do you think after this you'll have a Deep Purple breakfast?
Well, we could, right.
Emerson, Lake and Palmer
right.
breakfast?
Might be a real good idea.
How long have you been over here this time, since this morning?
Oh, since about 10 o'clock this morning.
Well, I have some kind of bad news for you. The motel is gone.
Oh, my goodness.
I have a prediction that I think will happen today. I think the Beatles will be here.
You do?
I really believe it. Too many vibes are here. I think this is going to be the biggest rock concert that has ever hit. There's press coverage from all over the world. This has been set up so perfectly. The way that the sanitation facilities, the restroom, it's like a county fair. It's just a perfect thing. I really believe it's supposed to be the biggest thing in rock. I think that the biggest thing in rock could be is the Beatles being together, or some of them. And I think it's going to happen. I really believe it.
This is the MC, and it's not well, why don't you explain it? It's not a typical MC. Why don't you explain what that role is, and how you talk to the kids, and how you're able to control this many people?
Well, hopefully we can control them, and usually they're good kids, and the idea is treat them with respect, and they'll treat us with respect back. I try to set up the guidelines from the front, so I don't pull any surprises on them, and in return, they usually act good.
First group's going to be Rare Earth. And you're going to open. What are you going to say? Have you talked to him yet?
Yeah, we talked last night in our own frank little way.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. Well, I'm honest with them, and hopefully they'll be honest back with me. And what we'll do is I'll explain the guidelines, the rules of what not to do and what to do, and hopefully they're going to pay attention to it, and we're going to have a very peaceful, quiet, enjoyable day, which is what we all want, including them.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2. Can you hear me all the way to the back? What I need is a few short announcements so everybody here is familiar with the site. A lot of you came in during the night, a lot of you came in during the day, and you really can't see much, so please try to follow me. If you look to your rear and you see the large yellow tent, behind that is the medical trailers. If you are hurt or sick, please go there.
I'm a doctor in one of the three first aid trailers here that we have set up in the middle of the crowd. There's another area about a block away. Takes care of more serious cases, but so far we've seen about 120 patients in 14 hours now. We've had very minor problems. We have 10 doctors at any one time. We have about 6-8 ambulances and a couple of helicopters if we need them.
The program that we're running right here today is for any type of after effects from drug abuse or alcohol abuse, especially mostly what we're dealing with right now is alcohol. Just we have a few in the tent right now that are just sleeping off a little bit of alcohol. We have a 10-man team from Ontario Drug Abuse Program, and we came down here today to handle and work with the people here at ABC and for the concert. People are great. We haven't had any problems with any of the people. We're giving out directions here and helping out in terms of restroom facilities and food facilities and lost and found and can I call home and this kind of thing, and we help any way we can.
In front of it is a KLS Information Center. With that, if you have a lost friend, go there. If you're lost, go there, and hopefully you'll find each other. Okay? We are ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's where I just want to celebrate another day of living. I just want to celebrate another day of life. I put my faith in the people, but the people let me down. So I turn the other way and I carry on. Anyhow, that's why I'm telling you, I just want to celebrate another day of living. I just want to celebrate another day of but the manager took it away. So I turned on down on me. Anyway, so I'm telling you, I just want to celebrate another day of living. I just want to celebrate another day of life. Don't let it all get you down, no, no. Don't let it turn you around and around and around and around. Bothered with sorrow, and I can't be bothered with hate, no, no. Using up my time for feeling fine every day, yeah. That's why I'm telling you I want to celebrate. All right. I just want to celebrate another day, yeah, yeah. I just want to celebrate, say, another day of living. I just want to celebrate another day of life. Get you down, no, no. Don't let it turn you around, 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 around. Don't go round, don't go round, no. 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 Get it. Don't go round, no. You go round, no. Crusade, come on, crusade, don't you go Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. Make them hear you back in the Beulah land.
Walk on now, don't you be shy. Take a closer look at the people you meet and notice the fear in their eyes. Watching the time pass by. Hey, big brother, as soon as you arrive, you better get in touch with the people, big brother. Get them on your side. Focus your eye on the filthy sky, just as far as you can see. Everybody's getting kind of tired away, 'cause nobody wants to die. Nobody wants to die. Hey, big brother, as soon as you arrive, you better get in touch with the people, big brother. Get them on your side. All right, keep them satisfied. Yeah. Now that you got the picture, what you gonna do? Now that you got the picture, yeah, what you gonna do?
And, of course, that's how California Jam 1 started. This is Rock 50. My name is Mike Stark. Donnie Branker is with me today. Let's talk, before we go any further, how did all of this craziness get started? What was the birth of the California Jam concept?
Well, they were doing in concert, as you know, because you were with ABC at the time, and they were doing shows, doing the first live television presentation of rock acts. And, of course, they had the stereo simulcast on FM stations.
Sure.
So it was the very first stereo television. I mean, that there really was.
Yeah.
And I had been doing festivals along with Lenny Stogo. We had done some back east, and one in particular in West Virginia with Humble Pie, Jay Giles, Black Oak, and a little act that opened it called Frampton's Camo, who had just left Humble Pie, which, of course, was Peter Frampton.
Right.
And ABC came out, saw the work we did, and said, you know, we'd like to do something like that in California, which is where we lived.
Sure.
So we needed to find a place. Went out to Ontario. The truth of the matter is, we went to Ontario, told them we wanted to do a music show. We never say the word festival because that was a dirty word after
Sure, that's right.
Altamont and Woodstock. And we told them, you know, acts like the Cowsills, Jackson 5, and the Osmonds. And we told them it'd be that kind of show. They go, well, yeah, we'll get your permit for that. Then we went back 3 weeks later and said we couldn't get those acts, but we have Deep Purple, Black Sabbath, and Emerson, and Lake and Palmer. That's a true story.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, and luckily the police chief, Chief Colbrecht, from out there, he'd never heard of them. So he said, oh, okay, that sounds fine. Yeah. Then he found out later that they were blacklisted, Sabbath and Purple.
Sure.
At that time, they were like rebellious.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The work of the devil.
Exactly. So ABC came up with, and it's really interesting, yesterday I had the pleasure of sitting with Marty Starger, who was the president of ABC Entertainment.
Sure.
This is all under his auspices.
Right.
And they took the biggest gamble in the history of network television. As you know, if things had gone wrong, on the next day they would have been a test pattern.
Oh, yeah.
And we had 250,000 kids there. Some of them had imbibed in illegal activities.
Really? That happened back then?
I heard. I wasn't there.
I don't believe it.
I wasn't out in the audience, needless to say, so I heard that.
You're killing me here, Donnie.
Well, anyway, so Martin, yesterday he said, I'd never met him before. I'd seen him, of course, he was there.
Right.
And he showed me a bunch of pictures with him there with all of the bigwigs from ABC. And anyway, so we did the show. We did 4 network specials out of it, as you know.
That's right.
And gave an opportunity for little bands to be seen, little bands like the Eagles. And another act that we broke on that show that really give credit as making their career, which is Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Sure.
They were exposed to a wide audience.
All right, let's boogie with Earth, Wind, and Fire. You ready to boogie? Come on, let's get your hands together for us like this. Come on. Ooh, ooh, yeah. Ooh, ooh, come on. Ooh, 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 ooh. Come on, two. 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 Come on, two.
All right, this is talking about boogie, get together and all that. We'd like to ask everybody in the house that ain't standing on their feet to get up. Get on up. Come on. Get it on a minute. Get up. Let's get down and boogie. Everybody, get on up on your feet. Let me give you all of it. Everybody, come on, get on up. Now, we're going to sing something together, pray together. First of all, let me see your hands above your head, that's it. All right, move your body, clap your hands, come on, move your body, clap your hands, come on, move your body, clap your hands, hey, move your body, clap your hands, come on, move your body, clap your hands, hey, move your body, clap your hands, move your body, clap your hands, move your body, clap your hands, move your body, all right, move your body, clap your hands, we're gonna sing something together, we're gonna start way down on the floor and take it off to the sky. We don't need no music. Go something like this. Let me hear you see, yeah, 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 yeah. Let me hear you see, yeah, 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 yeah. Let me hear you see, yeah, 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 yeah. Let me hear you see, yeah, 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 yeah. Give it some more. Let me hear you see, yeah, yeah, come on, yeah, yeah. Let me hear you see, yeah, 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 yeah. Let me hear you see, yeah, 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 yeah. Talk about yeah, 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 yeah. Do you feel that? Do you feel that?
I wanted to ask you about the lineup. How was the lineup determined? Because it was a very eclectic group of acts. When it got heavier as the day went on, but you would never see that sort of a eclectic lineup today. I don't think.
Well, because you have 8 headliners.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So how it was broken up was 4 hard acts, which was EOP, Sabbath, Purple, and Black Oak in the afternoon. In the morning, Seals and Crofts, Rare Earth, Eagles, and
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Right.
So it was like mellow for the first 4 acts,
Sure.
and then it got progressively crazy,
Right.
as you know.
Right. And we'll hear some of you down the line trying to calm the 250,000 folks.
Well, I not only tried, I succeeded.
You did succeed, without a doubt. Without a doubt. All right, we're going to play another clip from this up-and-coming band that was performing at the California Jam, a band called the Eagles. You might remember them, right?
Not really. Have they done anything since then?
I don't know if they have.
Oh,
Anyway,
okay.
this was their performance at Cal Jam 1.
Eagles with special guest Jackson Browne.
I know just what it should be. You said it all so free. All my life, it looked alright. If I could see it on the silver screen. You were a low-down rebel if there ever was. Even if you had no cause, change things.
sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. Come on, baby, don't say baby. I gotta know if your sweet love is gonna save me.
At this time, I would like to do one thing. In all the years that I've ever seen rock and roll concerts, I have never ever seen 200,000 people enjoy themselves, behave themselves. Give yourself a round of applause. Everybody, all the way back.
All right, that, of course, is the great Donnie Branker. Calming the crowd. Well, at that point, everybody was pretty mellow, right?
Yeah, they were still high from the night before.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay, so that was the Eagles. They were one of the earlier acts in the day, and then things moved from there. Let's talk a little bit about the facilities there, and specifically the staging of this show, because that was innovative as well, the way you staged that show so that there was not much a lag between acts.
Well,
how did that work?
What I had learned over the years in doing large shows prior to that was idle crowds have a tendency to do things that maybe you don't want them to do. So one of the things is that keep the time between acts down to a minimum. And we had one particular problem, and that was Emerson, Lake and Palmer had a very, very complicated, intricate setup because of the synthesizers, who were the size of rooms. And now, of course, you could do it on a laptop.
Yeah, exactly.
But in those days they were. So they were preset. And then we brought in a brilliant person, Emilio Ferrantino, who did the staging. And what we did is we had railroad tracks. And on the road, we built in front of the stage. And so we would have one act would be playing, and we would just shuttle the other stage along the railroad tracks, strike the band that had played prior, set up the next band, and when that band was ready to go on, we just rolled on, and we just shuttled back and forth until we got to ELP, who was already preset.
Right. In fact, during the overview show, they actually filmed a little comedy segment with Black Oak using the railroad tracks.
Yeah, as the old time movies, silent movies.
Exactly.
With what was her name?
God,
Star something.
Oh, Ruby Star.
Ruby Star. I heard she passed away.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah. But so the staging there was an amazing setup on its own. That was the first time that was ever done,
of course.
right?
Oh, for railroad tracks.
Yeah.
Build the stage on railroad tracks. Yeah.
Now the first part of Cal Jam 1, the first part of the day, went pretty smooly, did it not?
Well, and it was designed that way. We had the easier acts, if you will, the more mellow acts. We had the Eagles, Earth, Wind and Fire, and Rare Earth, and then that closed with Seals and Crofts, who at that time were quite big, very mellow, Summer Breeze and whatever, and they were like the headliners of the first half.
In Concert continues with Seals and Crofts.
See the man on the blacktop highway, moving fast with no man's land. All alone on the blacktop highway, moving just as fast as he can. Right along, right along. Left his home down in Macon, Georgia. Left his shade over Nola Creek. Got his dream in his left front pocket. Got his eyes spinning towards the street. Right along, right along. He don't care where the road goes, just as long as it gets him right. He don't care about the water, he just lets his conscience be his guide. Right along. Left his sister and his mama crying, begging him not to leave that day. Said it right when they knew he was alive. Got no razor, got no pain, right along, right along.
go from there into black oak, and it started getting heavier and heavier and dark.
And correct me if I'm wrong, some of the trouble started with black oak. Because wasn't there a helicopter drop that became a problem?
Yeah, they dropped something, and Black Oak did it.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody trying to grab their little piece of history, and they dropped some stuff down into the audience, and that kind of stirred them up a bit. And I forgot about that, actually. I forgot about a lot of it, I'll be honest with you, but it's all coming back now.
If you look up in the sky, the helicopter's dropping sun visors, courtesy of Black Oak, Arkansas.
Emerson. Come out here, Ruby. Ruby Star, come on out here. From the Ozark, let's do some. Let's get to the rescue. To the rescue. To the rescue. I was sitting on a mountaintop, 30,000 feet to drive. My lady on a runaway horse. That's right, of course. We're ready to do the rescue. One day I met a girl named Sue. She was feeling kind of blue. My baby's the kind of guy can't stand to see a little girl cry. We're ready to do the rescue. We're ready to do the rescue. We're ready to do the rescue. To the rescue. Waste no time. Dear man, to the rescue. Once upon a time I went to Maine. Got a ticket on a DC plane. This daddy didn't need no shoes. I was high and ready to move. Dear man, to the rescue. Dear man, to the rescue. Dear man, to the rescue.
So the trouble started right with the beginning of the second set of...
and was planned that way, again,
yeah.
half and half. So, I mean, I knew the second half was not going to be fun.
Yeah, and again, when we talk about trouble, by today's standards, these were not real big problems.
Not at all. But at the same time, we did have 250,000 people. We were the 7th largest city in the state of California at its time.
Right.
And as you know, we were on the infield of the Ontario Motor Speedway, which is no longer there. It's
right.
a mall now, I guess.
Yeah,
or
there's
something.
a lot of things there.
Yeah, and but so we had to bring everything into the infield. All we
Right.
had was the grass. We had no power,
Yeah.
no water, no toilets, no
Nothing.
anything.
Yeah.
We brought in a city and built it for the kids there.
How long did that take prior to the jam to set that up?
We started about 6 months out, in preparation, and then actually started moving in about 3 weeks out.
Because they had races going on in there. You
and we had to get out of there and clean it up because they did have races. They used to do Indy races.
For sure.
And
NASCAR and everything.
NASCAR, and it was unsuccessful. Now they built another one right there.
Yeah, close by.
Yeah.
Time for you to step back into the limelight, my friend.
The times are different. The audiences are different. The kids are different. I'm afraid I'd get up there and do what I did in the old days, and they would all tell me, "Do you know what myself?"
Okay, well, here's what we're going to listen to now. This opens with you. Prior to Sabbath, there was some problem with a fence.
I had to move the crowd back, which 10 feet, because they were being squashed in the front fence, which we had, which was a wire fence, and I was afraid the kids were going to come through looking like hamburger. So I had to move the crowd back 10 feet, which is a feat in itself.
That's right. It's very simple to do. Nobody likes to be squashed anyway. Sabbath is coming on. Let's go. Just over here against this fence. Come on now. Back up. Just slack back. The other way. Let's not ruin a good thing. Right now, we have in our midst the most perfect festival ever run anywhere. And let's not for some little fence. Okay?
Spock, who was our head road manager, was calling us. He was in the United States, and he was like inside all this. He was saying, he was calling up Mr. Bill, there's like a major event going down in California. You've been invited. You guys, what are you doing? You need to show up. And I was totally indifferent towards it. The night before we flew out, I was playing darts in the pub. There was a dart tournament, and I was in the darts tournament. And I called. I had no idea, because we were on downtime. And I called Geezer, and said, "Look, have you heard about this gig in California? Do you want to do it or what?" And it was literally like that. I was totally not aware of the intensity of how important Cal Jam was.
That coupled with what you talked about earlier, you were tired at that point anyway.
Well, we were on downtime. We were taking a break. We'd made a conscious decision to cut back a little bit on our touring. I think it was a good choice. We've been on the road pretty much solid with the Sabs for over 3 years, I think. Constant touring.
That was the first break?
Yeah, but before that we were on the road too, for 2 years. So we've been on the road for about 5 years, and we needed, a little bit of time off. So everybody was on downtime.
And then this hit you.
Yeah, and the Cal Jam thing came along, and and Spock was like screaming. He was saying, "Talk to the other guys, Bill. Get them on.
They laid it on you.
Get on a plane. Talk to Geezer." So I talked to Geezer. I said, "Look, it looks like it's coming down heavy with Spock. It seems like there's some, Anyway, we worked it out with Geezer, and we got on the plane. We just flew out, and we flew out. Arrived, I believe, the night before we had to play. I'd come out of the darts tournament, so I was hungover on the flight. Been drinking a lot of beer that night. Anyway, we came into the LA, caught a few hours sleep, watched Cal Worthington sell cars, and we went down, and they took us in a helicopter, and we went down and played the Jam, and that was it. When we got there, it was like, holy sh! Oh my God!
Came in by helicopter and saw the mass.
Yeah, well, we couldn't get in any other way. We had to come down in a chopper. Yeah.
This is the first festival that I've ever been to where everything seems to be so beautiful and peaceful. There's no hassles. The organisation is absolutely incredible. It's just beautiful. It's the way they all should be. We're just going to go on and play our music, man. We don't go on and blow the stage up or do anything like that. We just go on and play our music, man, because that's all it's about,
I can remember doing the count. I had to count the band, and when we went on, there were so many people there. But when we went on, everybody cheered all at the same time, and so there was an energy blast that came towards the band, and it's amazing what we can do as human beings. So it's almost like a seismic wave, and it was a big stage, so I had to count aloud 4, and I choked on the first one, because as the blast was coming at me, it took my breath away. And so I there was a stall, and the guys were like, whoa, there's like this slight pause. Where's his one? We need Billy's one, And so there was like half a second of vegetation, and I lost the air because the wave came in. Can you believe that? Unbelievable.
gathered in their masses, just like witches act like masses. Evil minds that plot destruction, sorcerer of death construction. In the fields the bodies burning, as the war machine keeps turning. And hatred to mankind, poisoning their brainwashed minds. Oh Lord, yeah.
Everybody, I want to see your hands.
Hi.
Hello.
Want you around for a second? I just met you at the airport. You said you thought it would be really beautiful. How was it?
I can't. I'm lost for words. I just can't say anything. You know, the kids just blow my mind. You know, I can't believe it, man. Really.
What did it look like from being on the stage?
Oh, it was just like an ocean of people, you know, and when all the people's arms went in the air, it was like I don't know, it was like you know, well, I can't say. I'm just lost for words, brother. I really am. I'm just knocked out with it all. I think if every rock show, open air thing, could go half as good as this, it'd be. This is what it's all about. This is where it's at, you know.
Consider that an important gig and.
Oh, God, yeah, it was an important gig in California, and for Californians, and for music, period. Of course, it was important because Woodstock, you know, had happened, and then that was the next major. There was the Maiponga Festival in New Zealand. There was other things that were going on. But good for California, man. It's great, you know. I think it was important for California. It was important culturally, musically, and it was important. You know, I mean, I know that now, but at the time, you say, you know, it was like 6,000 miles. You can miss some translations.
That's, of course, Bill Ward, my pal, my buddy from Black Sabbath, who was on the bill at the California Jam 1. Paying you some good compliments for what you put together there.
Well, yeah, and they were blown out by it. And I'll be honest with you, they blew me out because there's no two ways Ozzy stole the show, which now did cause me problems later on, okay, because of Purple.
Right.
Ozzy went out there, as you know, still daylight. No lights, no pyro, no tricks, just rock and roll. And the audience, Ozzy, he came off in the compliment that he paid us at the end, saying, "This is how they all should be." Still
doesn't get any better than that, does it, man?
Nah,
doesn't. Set the scene for us. Sabbath had just come on. They blew the place away, obviously, and you've got a crowd that's expecting Deep Purple to come on right away. I would imagine.
Well, because everything else had been like less than 5 minutes between acts, and that's how my shows always run. Until this. And what happened was this, is that the English acts are very competitive. It goes back to where they're in the same club playing each other back in the old days, you know. And Sabbath and Purple always had a rivalry because they both were at the beginning of heavy metal, as you know. Purple decides they don't want to go on until the sun goes down because now they have lights and they have some surprises for me, which is pyro, unplanned. And how do you beat, how do you follow that act you just heard, who tore up the audience? I mean, and so they went in the dressing room and they weren't coming out. And the audience got restless. It was like 15 minutes and 20 minutes and 30 minutes, which is not allowed at my shows. And then they started throwing the water jugs, the plastic jugs. Remember, I had to go out and reprimand them again. Back a little point there when we were doing the crowd control, there's a very cute incident to that. That is that that is the first and only bleep ever on the history of ABC because I said the F word. Right. Which is for me to get a point across very quickly. I don't have a lot of time up there.
That's right.
The attention span is that of a gnat with the audience, and I need them to move back quickly.
And you have to speak on their level.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, and ABC at the time used to have these people assigned to me, which were...
broadcast standards and practices.
I know them well. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, when we did in concert, if they would go through the lyrics, and if there's something, an innuendo.
That's right.
You know, that I think one of the bands used the word spoon and they made them take out because they thought it might be a Coke spoon or something, you know. But and that lady was assigned to me at all my in concerts because of this. And anyway, that is the first and the only bleep in the history of ABC.
Wow.
They wanted to cut it out, and I told them, I said, listen, if you want to cut that out, then take me out of the whole thing, because otherwise you're going to miss the feeling of what it was.
Absolutely.
They lifted in, and I'm grateful that they did.
Let's talk briefly about the director of Cal Jam 1 specifically, because this guy has a rich history in rock and roll as well. Of course, he was responsible for all of the weird psychedelic lighting that went on at Bill Graham's Winterland and Fillmore's.
Absolutely. Josh White was the director. I'm a light show nut, going back to those psychedelic days. And in fact, in '67, I had a nightclub in Hawaii that had the liquid light shows and stuff, and they were very conducive to LSD. And Josh had started that back, as you said, Josh Lights, I think it was.
Joshua Lighting.
Joshua Lighting, and he was brilliant. And his directing of this particular show is brilliant. And Josh, if you're out there, we love you.
Yeah, I always thought he did a tremendous job because he had a feel for rock and roll. Let's go back to where we were. Deep Purple still hasn't come on
Still
stage.
hasn't come on now. We're in the dressing room. There's big arguments going on now because now it's becoming an issue.
Right.
And the kids, as you know, are starting to get out of hand. I have this philosophy about mass crowds, and that is the only way to stop trouble is not to allow it to start.
That's
the
right.
only way to stop a riot is not to allow it to start. And we're on the verge of it, as you saw there. When they start throwing things, that's against my rules, as you know. I went out there and I stopped it. We got Deep Purple on, and he finally went on when it got dark when he wanted to, not when we wanted to.
Right.
And the show goes on, and he has some surprises for me.
Why don't you hold that thought? This is known as a radio tease, and we'll play a cut from that particular show, their big hit, of course, Smoke on the Water, and then we'll come back and you can tell us what happened during that particular.
To my dear friend Richie Blackmore.
Yeah.
You know, please believe me. Ooh, yeah, 'cause when I go down, I believe. Said I believe in you. And I don't know what I'm going to do. There's one thing I'd like to say, but I can't say it right now. And you know, Lord, you know what I'm talking about. Oh yeah. This, oh yes, indeed. I say small, small, small.
All right, welcome back. This is Rock 50. My name is Mike Stark, and we just heard Smoke on the Water, recorded live at Cal Jam 1. So, Purple comes on late. The crowd's sort of riled up anyway. The band is probably not too happy.
No, they had to follow Ozzy, and they were not happy about that.
So what happens during that set?
Well, a couple things happen. Number one, of course, it started late. That upsets me and the whole show, because the show is being done, as you know, for television. We got quite a few employees that we're paying.
That's right.
Union,
That's
as you
right.
know. And anyway, so they get to the latter part of the show, and Richie, one of the downfalls of rock and roll is ego. That's why bands break up.
That's
right. Why they kill themselves, But in this case here, Richie, in order to try to make up for and overcompensate for what Sabbath had done, he had pyro rigged, which was not supposed to. Otherwise, I had to get a permit from the fire department for the pyro. They inspected. There's a whole rules that you have to follow. When you can use pyro, you just need to do it the right way.
Otherwise, you end up with a disaster like they had in Rhode Island at the club.
Exactly right. And of course, being a union show, because it's a network show, you have to have union pyro guy.
That's right.
So in a sense, doing what he did broke the union rule. But anyway, what he did was this: as he's going through the typical English game of destroying guitars and amps and throwing them out in the audience and such. Then he turns around and takes one of his guitars and decided to take it out on a $25,000 ABC network camera. And he hit the camera, I think 3 or 4 times, and then took the neck of the guitar and put it right through the camera lens. And that's on TV.
That you got to see on TV. It was a very expensive shot.
It was
but it was a great shot in terms of television.
Now, you were working at ABC at the time, so what was the reaction?
Well, that was the whole buzz the next couple weeks at the lot. The jam was great and everything, but the whole buzz TV wise was here. This rock and roll guy had destroyed one of the cameras, one of these expensive cameras.
Right.
So that was the buzz around the lot.
Yeah, and it wasn't planned. And again, I don't like surprises. When we do these things, there's a whole idea to it being the reason why it was the perfect show is because there were no surprises except for my dear friend Richie.
Right.
And it's now famous. The arguments we had afterwards, where we literally chased them to their cars, and
you did,
and we're ready to go at it at the time because I'm really upset. He ruined what I call perfection. Now it turned out to still be perfection, but it was uncalled for.
Yeah, exactly. I think that was also, and I could be wrong about this. This was the first time that David Coverdale had been the lead singer of Deep Purple.
And for those of you who don't know, David Cloverfield became Whitesnake.
Yeah, Coverdale became.
Coverdale, I meant. Yeah,
he became Whitesnake and had kind of a solo career on his own, known for his antics with Tawny Katan, I believe.
Yeah, well, those antics. Yeah,
exactly. But anyway, so So Deep Purple leaves, and then it's Emerson, Lake and Palmer. That went pretty well, and that was a pretty amazing show.
The flying piano.
Visually. Yeah, tell us how the flying piano
I
thing.
cannot do it. It's
a secret.
It was magic, and we did it. And of course, with the wonders of television, we could repeat these many times. As you know, he didn't quite spin that many times. But
he didn't. Okay.
I give away that
see, you
secret.
gave some of it. Gave some of it away.
Yeah.
But I can guarantee you, and I know this much, that it wasn't done with any sort of animation or anything.
No, it was real.
It was a real deal.
Yeah, and again, back to ABC. I mean, this they worked that out in advance, and they worked out the gag, if you will,
Right.
back in the old stunt days, we called it. And it came off because you have kids out there who were indulging in illegal activities, no doubt, some of them on hallucinogenics.
And then to see that.
And to see the piano fly and start spinning while he's playing it, some kids have never still come down from that.
Yeah, well, they had other stuff. They had some pyrotechnics, which I assume was...
with their name spelled out.
And they also had something, I think, one of the guitars or something. No, one of the keyboards shot out some fire out of it.
And we had the blimp go by with ELP's name, if you remember.
Right.
It had on the writing on it.
Absolutely.
Well, at that time, that was the epitome of ELP's
career, without a doubt. They
had just come out with the Black Album, I guess.
Right.
And they really were major headliners. And
Sure.
they were the biggest act on the show, in a sense.
Right.
Purple and Sabbath later on, of course, became bigger. But ELP was the star
They
headliner.
were the act.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the mellowest concert California's ever had.
We've proven right here that we can have a good time together, no hassles.
Spectacular and personal and warm.
It's a gas, and I hope they have more of them.
Can I hear it for the California Jam?
I want to hear Emerson, Lake and Palmer.
Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. I'm so glad you could attend. Come inside, come inside. There beyond that glass lies a real blade of grass. Be careful as you pass. Move along, move along. Come inside, the show's about to start. Guaranteed to blow your head apart. Rest assured, you'll get your money's worth. Greatest show in heaven, hell, or earth. You gotta see the show. It's a dynamo. You gotta see the show. It's rock and roll. Right before your eyes, we pull out from the sky. Actions and he cries, and he dies, and he dies. Come inside, show's about to start. Guaranteed to blow your head apart. You gotta see the show. It's a dynamo. You gotta see the show. It's rock and roll.
world event tomorrow. The record-breaking California Jam continues with Deep Purple, Black Sabbath, and Rare Earth. Thursday night features Emerson, Lake and Palmer, and Black Oak, Arkansas. Then on Friday, Seals and Crofts, the Eagles, and Earth, Wind and Fire. California Jam. This week, a wide world event.
Cow Jam really is the work of three people, myself, but it never would have happened without two people, Sandy Feldman, Lenny Stogel.
Talk a little bit about those
Sandy
gentlemen.
was vice president of ABC, and he was the driving force behind In Concert, and then the one that actually took the idea of Cow Jam to ABC. Lenny was my partner. We had a company called Colony Concerts, and we were doing shows. We were the American managers of Purple and Sabbath, and worked with Yes and a lot of other stuff there. But without those two, there would not have been a Cow Jam 1 or a Cow Jam 2. So those of you who did go or appreciated the TV, give thanks to them. They're both dead now, bless them.
Yeah, Lenny died in a helicopter accident.
No, the plane crashed in Chicago.
Okay.
That went down, that killed everybody. And Sandy died of cancer not too long ago.
We're running down to the end of the show. I want to take just a couple of seconds here and thank you so much, Donnie, for coming down and participating in this anniversary show.
Well, really, thank you for having me.
This has been a dream of mine to do something like this for a long time, and you are the reason we have been able to put this together, and I truly appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate you and all the people who still remember the good work that we did.
Right.
And enjoyed themselves there.
Yeah, it's a shame we can't get those. Find somebody that has some good quality tapes of those videotapes of those events and get them out there. The Deep Purple has released
now I have the DVD on it.
Yeah, and Emerson, Lake and Palmer has done something, but it would sure be great to get the whole package of both shows
actually,
together.
Cow Jam too has a DVD out. Actually, Jorn Winther put something together, and I think in 82 or 80 or
really?
something. Yeah, you can go on the internet in Cow Jam 2. You could buy the DVD. I bought it. It's not bad.
Oh, okay.
Not bad at all.
Well,
good sound. He was the director, so it's director's cuts
right.
On it there. But again, thanks to the kids who came. Thanks to the audience who watched the TV. Thanks to Lenny and Sandy. Thanks to you.
Thank you. And what we're going to do is we're going to take it out with the close of California Jam 1 and Emerson, Lake and Palmer. And the flying piano and all of that. And again, Donnie, thank you again for coming in, and we'll leave you with Cal Jam 1, Emerson, Lake and Palmer. This has been Rock 50.
And that concludes the California Jam. I want to thank you and good night. Before you do go, I must say you deserve to be congratulated for maintaining your cool for the last 24 hours, for bringing back the fact that festivals can happen in this day and age. So please do one thing. Walk carefully to the exits, which are behind you, and over here to the left. Drive very careful when you get home.
While you're walking to the exits, you might be interested in knowing the official attendance was over 200,000. You consumed 500,000 hot dogs and close to 600,000 soft drinks. You ate 75,000 poor boy sandwiches. What's a poor boy sandwich? Anyway, you left behind about 20 tons of garbage. So on your way out, you might stop, pick up a little bit, throw it in the trash can. Drive carefully, and good night on behalf of the entire California Jam
comes to a thunderous and colorful close with fireworks and hot air balloons circling the sky. We'll be returning to Dion Jackson at our studios. This is Damien reminding you, if you're stuck in traffic on the San Bernardino Freeway, I'd advise you to relax, take a deep breath, get off the freeway, and find another way home.